Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to unpack the pentatonic scale and show you some examples both in an old song and a couple of new ones. If you're not familiar with the pentatonic scale, it's one of the best ones to know because it's super simple, it sounds really good, you can improvise on it and lots of pop songs use it. So the notes of the pentatonic scale in a major key are the notes 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So if we're looking in the key of C major, C, D, E, G and A. And it sounds like this. And those notes there will work with just about any composition or chord progression that sticks in the diatonic key of C major. So using simple chords in the key of C, that progression will sound fantastic, okay? It's used in lots of songs, and let's go to our first example now, and that's Amazing Grace. Now that's in the key of F. So the notes 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 in the key of F are F, G, A. We skip B, C and D. F, G, A, C, D. Now the amazing thing about the song Amazing Grace is it's one of those few songs that doesn't use any other notes at all. It is a purely pentatonic melody. So I've got this. Keep in mind, they're the melody notes of the pentatonic, and if we go up an octave, these notes here, right? So keep those in mind as I play. It's a wonderful sound, it's beautiful, it's very natural to the human ear and the human body. If you haven't seen, there's a TED talk about it where he gets the whole audience just to hum in a pentatonic melody, and they didn't even know they could do it, they just naturally sang a pentatonic scale. It was quite remarkable. So it's really in tune, intuitive to us as humans to be able to sing in a pentatonic fashion. The other way that it's often introduced to students, and teachers can use this as well, is as the black notes on the piano keyboard. The black notes make up the pentatonic scale in the key of G flat. G flat, E, A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat. And that's why those notes sound good over just about anything in the left hand if it's on black notes. So if you stick purely to black notes on the piano, like do something like this. Thing is that you can't really make a mistake, and that's why I love using that kind of improvising with students. So let's now have a look at a couple of pop examples, and the first one is Hey Brother by Avicii, a pretty cool dance track from a little while back. Now the key of this piece of music is actually in G minor, so if you're working in a minor key you need to use the pentatonic scale notes from the relative major key. Now the relative major key to B minor is actually B flat major. So in the key of B flat major, we've got the notes B flat, C, D, and F and G. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Now if you're not too sure about relative majors and minors, all this means is that these two keys, scales, share the same set of notes. Pretty much. They just start in different places and they're treated slightly differently harmonically, but they're really closely related. It's the same relationship we have between the notes of C major and the notes of A minor. The notes of a C major scale, all white notes. The notes of an A minor scale, all white notes. Except for sometimes we play the harmonic minor scale where that seventh gets raised, but if we don't do that, all the same notes. So they're what's known as related chords, related scales, and G minor and B flat major are related. So if you're trying to find out what the pentatonic notes are in a minor key, just find out what the related major key is, and I use a circle of fifths like this, which you can grab over on our Top Music Marketplace. If you're interested, we'll put a link in the description below. Once you've found out the major key, the related major, just go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So in the example of Avicii's Hey Brother, in the middle there's this cool kind of synthesized trumpet solo which goes minor. Here's G minor. So these notes, let's have a look at the notes of, so we're in G minor, but we want to use the pentatonic notes in B flat major. So up to B flat, let's put it down an octave, so we're in the middle of the piano, and the notes are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So let's now have a look at how Avicii uses these. I'm just going to move these up to this octave. So he starts here, and then we go this. See how they're all the same? Now there's one note that doesn't fit the pentatonic melody, and you can kind of hear it because it sticks out a little bit. It's what it makes it really kind of funky too. Can you hear what note it is? It's the really high one that goes up here. That is not a note of the pentatonic scale, which is why, one, it sounds cool, two, it doesn't sound quite like what you're expecting when you hear it for the first time. Find too is the more you hear, play, improvise, explore this idea of pentatonic melodies, the more you're going to hear it when it comes up in music. And I found one more example more recently. It's by a song, it was kind of trending on TikTok, and I did another YouTube about how to play it. It's called Wrap Me in Plastic by Cromance. A bit of a weird song, but it uses a lot of pentatonic melody notes in its chorus section. So the notes this time we're going to be in are the A flat major pentatonic notes. So A flat, B flat, C, 1, 2, 3, E flat, and F. And if this isn't a scale that you've explored or learnt so much yet, don't worry about it. Just listen to the notes and see if you can pick up that pentatonic sound. So we've got this as a melody. Pentatonic scale in A flat. Here's what the melody does. All pentatonic notes, nothing else. That's why I think it sounds kind of cool. It's pretty catchy as well. Pop song, it does it a couple of times just to make sure it really gets stuck in your head. So if you'd like to explore the pentatonic scale, then I recommend using something like my 4-chord composing, where you can learn or create a 4-chord progression of some sort in whatever key you want. So let's say we're in the key of C, your progression might go something like this. That might be your 4 chords, so we're going C, E minor, F, and then G. Over the top of that, use a pentatonic scale. Try it out with your students, try it yourself. If you are a student, the notes would be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 in the key, the major key. So here's the chord. I'll play the chords just as chords in my left hand, and I'll do quick improv before we finish up in the with the pentatonic melody in the right hand. They're the notes. And that's it. I can hear Bronson wants to go out, so he's probably going to start annoying me. So I'm going to wrap up the video. If you've got any questions about pentatonic melodies, if you've got any other cool pop songs that you've listened to and you've gone, oh, I reckon that's pentatonic, put it in the comments below. I'd love to keep a bit of a list growing of all the songs that use it, old and new. There's lots of them out there, so add to that. Let me know if you've got any questions, and please make sure you subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. I will make sure I see you in next week's video. Bye-bye for now.